St. Lazarus Cemetery. Midnight, a place where the fog clings to the ground like a burial shroud. Most people stay behind locked doors, fearing the silent residents of this place. But for Elias, the dead were a gold mine. He was here for a ritual, a dark, ancient pack stolen from an occult shop in New Orleans. The air was heavy, smelling of damp cedar. He moved deep into the overgrown section, past leaning crosses and eyeless statues. Finally, he knelt before a fresh, unmarked grave. The soil was still soft, breathing with the scent of decay. Elias laid out a black silk cloth, his hands trembling. He arranged fragments of human bone and lit a single, blue-flamed candle. To gain the necromancer's power, the law was absolute. To know the dead, you must taste the grave. He dug his fingers into the bitter earth, scooping up a handful of dirt.
No!
He pressed it
Get
into his
away!
mouth.
Let
It
go!
tasted of iron and ancient secrets.
No! Let
He
go!
began the incantation,
Ah,
a
help
low,
me!
rhythmic chant that vibrated through his very teeth. Then the ground groaned. A sharp, wet crack echoed, like a bone snapping under pressure. Suddenly, a pale, skeletal hand burst through the soil. It locked onto Elias's wrist with a grip like a steel trap. A voice rose from the depths, a raspy whisper echoing inside his skull. Power isn't given, little thief. It's traded. You wanted my magic? Fine, but a soul like mine needs a fresh, warm cage. Elias tried to scream, but the earth in his mouth turned into liquid shadows, choking him. His skin turned a sickly gray. His eyes melted into pools of ink. At dawn, the cemetery keeper found the grave perfectly flat. No signs of a struggle. Just an old silver watch lying in the dirt, its hands frozen at 12:03.
Shamik?
A man walked out of the gates as the sun rose. He looked exactly like Elias, but as
Hold
he
there.
passed a mirror, there was no reflection. He simply
I
smiled
see you.
and spat out a mouthful of fresh, wet grave dirt.